Oh, man, those some good looking laps. How you guys doing? Welcome to episode 39 of the Scale Science podcast. I hope we're sounding good out there tonight. We are trying to upgrade the show and things and keep it progressing. So you see here. Yeah, that's what's up. Let's bring the boys in.
Rapper.
What's up, Matt?
What up?
What's up, Andy?
I like your rapper remote.
Rapper.
This
I have
is
some too, but they're just not hooked up yet.
Yo, me too, actually.
well. Let's have a light party then. Light it up.
Wait till the lab gets set up.
At the secret track.
Secret track.
Secret. That's not a secret.
It's okay.
Yo, saying big shout out on the edit, man. Thank you for coming down and showcasing the track like you did, bro. That was super, super cool. Got some good film and just a different perspective than the types of videos that we're always making. So really, really liked your style, man. And thank you again for doing that. Thank you and Logan for coming down last week and just supporting and keeping it so cooler.
So cooler.
So realer.
And thanks for the Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Kit Kat, yo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They dropped a whole gang of Kit Kats.
If you guys, if you jump up in what is it? Sorry. If you jump up in the description, to join our Discord chat is on there. If you're not on Discord yet, suggest it. It's going to be big, man. I know it's already big, but I think the way that we're going to use it could also potentially be big if we can keep it organized, because you can search within each specific channel. So I'm trying to organize the channels on ours specifically to like different topics and things that we're doing. So we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of working so far. I kind of forget about it a few days at a time, and then I'll come back and there's a few different comments and I'm like, oh yeah, this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If I was more active on it, I think it'd be cool. But for the show, since YouTube will not let you guys post links or photos in the live comments, you can post them here, and then we can live comment and check cool shit out with you. So,
Yeah.
on that note, I don't know. What do you guys want to do first tonight? You want to do the news?
Yeah.
He says what?
I said, Larry said, yeah. He said, well.
All right. Gotta do what Larry says.
Forget Simon.
Yep.
It's funny. It's like it's on timing. I don't know if y'all can hear him meow, but it was like Matt goes, we need to do what Larry says. He goes, meow.
It was on purpose for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta be.
Gots to be.
I gotta be. He said, meow.
DJ, a lot of streamers use it for like voice chatting, or like gamers are using it to voice chat with each other. Basically, it's like an IM, but you can do it with your voice instead of with typing or only typing.
And I was gonna suggest that for CarX, Randall.
Hell yeah. Make a little room.
Oh, okay.
Set your speakerphone next to you, and we'll chit chat, yell at each other, blah blah.
If you guys would ever want to, we could make a CarX channel on ours too, and you guys could throw down in there for lobbies, or if you're getting down in a specific server or whatever.
Right, a text and a voice channel.
Yep. Either or. I'm pretty sure you can like jump out of them and just like talk to specific people, or you can mute everyone except who you want to listen to. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's pretty customizable.
Right, and like I can call you, Andy, and Randall specifically if I wanted to.
That's what I'm saying, man. The kids are up on it. They understand. They know what they're doing. We just got to pay attention. Let's make one. You guys got channel suggestions to make it poppin' and more live and have people using it more. Let's add them. Forza channel. I love it. That'd be sick.
Bro, I was just on Forza a little bit earlier today. Thursday is my entertainment day. I don't know if it sounds weird to other people. I got a scheduled day to play video games in mine.
You're like Sheldon Cooper.
Oh, who's that?
Why Thursday?
From The Big Bang Theory.
I was just getting ready to say that because I based my
bad.
on the Forza update. Forza updates every Thursday, so I'm like, shit, might as well play video games on Thursday. So.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved COVID actually started up the first ones I saw. Oh, sick, dude. You got it remade? Hell yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Damn, that shit's scientific as hell.
Let's get the full effect, so you guys understand. There's there.
Like he nailed it.
Bam.
And those are like the OG wheels that it usually has on it right there.
Yeah,
Them gold ones are just, just cuz.
Those are just they won't be there on tomorrow.
On tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Dope, man. Dope. Well, I'm freaking excited for tonight's show. We got a lot going on. So yeah, we'll just pump it on up.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing. So 3 racing. Yeah, wow, 3 racing. Racing announces their 3 racing Sakura D5 upgrades.
I need them knuckles off top.
Knuckles, lower arms and upper arms, though I don't know if they announced upper arms in this yet. I guess they did. So it looks like you get additional caster adjustment with the upper arm within some little notches. One thing that I actually personally do not like about Racing's design versus say like MST's design on their upper arms is the set screw here. They send the set screw directly into the threads. They don't send it into a flat. And when you go to try to take this turnbuckle out with those janked ass threads that you just smush down with this set screw, a lot of the time they end up snapping off or breaking, or worse, just like tearing the threads up, and then you're never getting it back in.
$100 MST arms.
Yeah, so you buy both of them.
They just need the knuckles. And that brake disc and caliper over there looks sick on the other side.
Yeah, so those come, I guess, stock with the car, but you couldn't run them on the stock knuckle. They were saying it came with the car. I'm like, I didn't see that in my kit.
No, me neither.
Lying bastard.
So, I don't know. Maybe it'll be an additional thing that you can buy, or maybe it's from like the D3. I don't know. Calling shenanigans though, because But yeah, racing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the products have good thought behind them. There's little subtle things about them that I don't like, and that's one personal thing that I have seen with them that I don't like. But these knuckles do look pretty sick, honestly.
With the blue looking like they got like Y-Stab brakes or something, inlet brakes. I know Y-Stab doesnit make brakes. It was a general. I'm grumpy, so I have a monotone voice right now. My bad, y'all.
invite, Randall. We're just glad you're here.
Right?
Yeah, buddy.
Glad to be with y'all, man.
And
So
that-
this is another question I had with them, right? So they're saying you can do finite adjustments, which yes, obviously you could do that in a track slider, but
how do you get them exactly the same?
that's exactly where I'm at. How the fuck do you make these perfectly the same?
Oh,
Now,
geez.
on the flip side, I'm curious if you could do these finite adjustments and maybe you don't want them to be the same because maybe your chassis sitting heavy on one side. Like, could you cockeye your chassis without affecting it driving, say in a straight line, but to more equally balance it with something like this? What do you guys think?
To like corner balance it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would work.
Something I saw on Worldwide Drift, because some dude was talking about don't get used chassis because they're not for beginners. Because it was in the suspension pistons. One piston was 32 mil, and the other one was 30 mil, and blah 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 blah. He was riding and asked about that, and everyone in the comments was saying something basically along the lines of what you were saying. What if the other chassis was set up because it was heavier on one side, and that's why one piston was longer than the other? I mean, like, maybe.
Needed more travel or something.
NASCAR.
Well, I was thinking that when I was reading the post, I was like, what about
They wanted to lean left. Yeah, I don't know. It's just subtle things like that. It's like, yes, this is what I want. I want super fine adjustments like that, but I don't know. Just initially thinking, and when I see this, I'm like, how do I get it equal side to side? Easily and accurately.
Micrometer, apparently. That's not going to be easy, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, If you take the ease out of it, did that part really just help me, or is it hurting me? And I'm sure 9,000 people are going to buy this stuff off RC Mart and post it. So I hope one of them that does, throws these parts on a scale and weighs them versus the stock ones. I'd be curious to see, what a 3 racing aluminum knuckle weighs versus a plastic versus even like a Rev D, finding all these parts. It'd be badass to start compiling like a spreadsheet of people's parts that they're weighing, like what does a beast mode upper deck weigh? What does a beast mode lower deck weigh? What does a Rev D motor weigh? All that stuff. And then you could start like building the perfect car based on like the spec weights of shit.
I wish I would have taken pictures. I just weighed the Rev D motor versus the AccuVance Agile, and it's like 20 grams lighter.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. 20 grams. I mean, that's significant for sure. Especially when you start like pinching, when you're like swapping hardware, or like I noticed I was watching one of the videos this week from Ninjona from Super G, and looking over the Nico's winning chassis and body, like on his spoiler stay, 2 of the screws were missing, so it's like little corners that you cut like that just to save a couple grams. It's crazy.
Right.
Anyways.
Amongst these smart scientists, I'm missing screws in my room stage, but that's because I ran out of hardware.
Happens to the best of us. I constantly am like, last week, oh my gosh, I had a screw loose on the D5 that had just started slowly walking out on the lower deck, and I was catching tiles with it, and it finally just snapped one and like stopped my car. I was just like, what did I just hit? Oh my God. I flipped it over, and it was all the black was worn off of it. Like it had been dragging for a minute. Like, oh, that might be why my car's been acting weird.
we were getting laps, and you kept like being like, "Hey, something's wrong, something's wrong."
Yeah, I'm like, why am I slowing down? What the hell, you know? And then I just hit like a weird little bump, and it just like stopped me. It's just like, holy shit! I'm glad nothing broke. Damn, 9 grams just from Swiss cheese in it. That's insanity. Nope. Drift, and you know what's crazy is like that's been my go-to method for setting cars up for the longest time. And on my Usakani, when we threw it on an alignment rack, I was actually off almost 8 degrees side to side on my steering. It was huge. And I mean, we checked it with a second caliper, and all the measurements like were within like a thousandth or a couple thousandths. It was super, super tight. So I don't know. There's little nuances, you know, things aren't always actually the same. There's little imperfections in mass manufacturing of plastic parts and shit like that. Or, you know, an extra thread might be missing from one, didn't get caught in QC. So there's a lot of little things that you just got to be conscious of and watching for. It's like you can't make a Bible of all of those things though, right? Because it just takes seeing it, finding different kits that suck, like parts of kits that suck, to be like, oh, I better watch out for cars that come with 3 O-rings instead of 4. Or when they send, the one that always used to piss me off is when they'd send like 5 or 6 when you only needed 4, and you'd just be like, fuck, where did I leave this part off of? And you're like going back through the manual like 1,000 times, like, oh shit, I forgot something. This looks important, you know, and it's just a backup one.
Like, yeah, you get to the very last page of the manual, and it's all like, "Here's extra parts." It's like, oh, y'all couldn't have listed that at the beginning. Y'all couldn't have like forewarned me that I was going to have extra.
Right, I'm sitting here sweating the whole time I'm building the rest of the kit.
So that happens with Legos all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know, like 5, 6.
It's like that. Like, they don't tell you. First of all, once you find the damn instructions, that's always my gripe with them. You got to go find them and print them out. After that, like, it's the one of the very last things they let you know. Like, oh yeah, you'll have a ton of extra. Don't worry about it. It's spare parts. Like, oh, okay. I was like checking this thing because I thought I missed steps. I thought there was shims missing. Like, John said, I go off camera for a second and drop shit.
Oh man. Well, there was some other cool news I saw Ruben commenting on. Pretty dope. SuperScale2020.
I was gonna tag him, and then I saw that he was like one of the first people commenting. I was like, all right.
My bad, Randall. My bad. Sound was a little popping. I love how bouncy it is still, though. It's pretty tight.
Oh my god, dude, it's so sick with the SuperScale.
I want to see like a hybrid with like Ruben's independent front end and everything, but SuperScale's like bounciness to it to just make it look like it's like big and boaty.
Does this actually hop too or not?
They said that they were gonna mess with the firmware, I think, but as of right now, no.
I don't need no more ice, dude. Like, I already really want one of these in power.
Right?
I know, I'm like, I wanted to just make it like bagged out delivery van, but the more I'm seeing these Lolos, man, I'm really, really tempted.
Hey, where's the milk truck at?
Sitting on my shelf, just waiting for time.
If I can, like, metal rig something up servo somehow or something, just so I can buy a 3-wheel. I don't even want to hop. I just want to do 3-wheel. I've always been obsessed with 3-wheel motion. Like, so cool.
Dude, I'm really impressed that a solid axle like that can 3-wheel as good as it does.
Did it.
How are you getting your vectors, Matt?
What?
How are you getting your vectors?
Internet.
Just making them. Randall, there's a really dope site called Brands of the World that has a ton of free vectors you can get.
Oh. This specific one was the image from the chat.
Yo, what up, Jimmy? Long time, bro.
Jimmy!
Kpop,
Oh,
for real, man.
Hey, Pizzle.
Genius is an understatement, man. I dig this shit.
wasn't me this time. Wasn't me. I ain't drop shit.
That was my calipers.
Ooh.
Yeah, Drift, it's a tough pill to swallow. It's an expensive little bit of ice to slip on, man. I think for me, it's just like you kind of run out of needing, say, a drift chassis or an off-road chassis or any other chassis. So you're just like, fuck it, why not?
Mm.
Sometimes. I mean, I wish I could just say fuck it, why not more than I actually really do.
Freaking same.
Seriously.
I say it too much.
Only lately.
Yeah.
He's slipping on that Rev D fanboy ice.
And Overdose.
He sold his soul this week, ladies and gentlemen, for 1 2mm Allen wrench from Overdose.
No, and the chassis.
Oh, and the chassis too, yeah. But he had to get the wrench for the chassis, or else I heard it like
It won't
releases
work.
this crazy
There's a
curse or
demon.
something from some demon, yeah, in like a cave somewhere.
The Over Demon.
Yeah. They'll have to call some dudes from the Shire to like come save the world and shit.
From the Shire?
Yeah, Matt, you know, your people, bruh.
Hashtag no cooler.
The land of the people with hairy feet.
Oh.
Bro, it makes me slip on ice.
Dude, for real.
Just control and being able to put the weight where you want it, man. I think, you know, just like drag racing, just like rock crawling, really every form of RC, it goes through a phase of going one direction and then the other. And, you know, crawling went stupid heavy and then stupid light. And drifting's kind of doing the same thing. It went stupid heavy with every piece of aluminum you could find and squeeze onto one. And now it's going crazy light and people are just trying to see who can get the most anorexic girl on the track.
Not me. I like them thick. Not me. I'm still trying to put weight in everything.
Well, I got
Same.
one side and the other. Super light, and then this girl's going to be super heavy.
Yeah.
All the extra aluminum.
Even though I said I was going to take weight off of my D5, I've actually added more weight. Well, because I'm not going to run the long pack. I'm going to keep the shorty pack where it's at. I'm running weights along the chassis. I've got 2 strips of weight along the chassis, and then on last Friday, woo,
Jamming?
No, that's a custom hand-built trailer.
It's a real deck. It ain't 3D printed.
that's wood. That's wood.
Hang on, I'll get it.
It's that good wood.
Whoa.
Man, y'all remember Goodwood?
I got 2 of them hanging up right here. You can't see them in the camera, but I got 2 of them hanging up right here.
Goodwood, and do you remember Popular too and Denizen?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'll make them big.
So gooder.
I usually just hold it by that because it's heavy as shit.
The first time he brought this to the track, you should have seen how all of us were like, all right, well, let me put my car on there and take pictures. All right, well, you're done. Get out of the way. It's my turn now. Let me take pictures now.
Well, everybody's card matched too because we were doing the build off.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just thought it was so funny how like we were all just like fighting with Andy's truck. Like, no, it's my turn now. Who get out of the way? It's my turn.
It's the team truck.
Brought it in.
I was going to
so
say,
funny.
I did get the last picture with it. Like everybody else had a picture before I did.
I know, right? Dude, the team bodies, like, if you guys are new and you don't know about these, we all at the track, I think there was 12 of us. The rule was 13. 12 or 13. Yours, I could never figure. Do you count as 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
So Randall's RX-7. He was showing you a little bit earlier. Yeah. Andy's S13.
Facility.
So you guys can see all the same theme, but subtle differences between all the cars.
Okay.
Our only rules were you had to use the same 3 paint code cans. I made the mask for everybody, and we made every person like a driver specific livery. Like we had a Nissan set, a Honda set. We made everyone's names, numbers, windshield banners. And then you had to pick a 2-door body. That was the only rules. And then anything else goes. So
And did
honestly,
you have to use SRC parts?
well, so we reached out to SRC Vivian, and he ended up making us some custom teal toe straps, which was a color he didn't offer yet at the time. And the more we actually did ask everybody to use some custom parts on their cars, whether it was like rear radiators or I got everyone toe straps. We had slide windows on some of them, exhaust pipes. Yeah, man, everyone threw down. They all had
that was
their own vibe. Yeah,
Yep.
man, like
Y'all all did amazing.
every one of them by themselves was a work of art, and then you put them all together. Like, so there's a local model club that hosts like a model car show, and their RC turnout had never been that great, and the whole team's cars all showed up for this model event, and we like just straight took this table completely over, and everyone's just like, what the hell? And they even were like, why'd you guys all come with the same car? And it was like, well, because now you can't judge them on like, I hate yellow cars or I hate green cars. Like they're all the same paint and everything. You got to judge them on the details and like the little subtle things you got to like notice and pay attention to. So it was really fun.
Yup.
And I love too that Andy, you were the people's choice and Torin won the local vote, right? And you were second?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I got first and second in that one.
Yeah. He took them both home. Yeah, Torin's was one of my favorites too. God, like just the old school vibes. Like his just looked like Cold Trickle's like old school NASCAR, like Chevy Lumina vibe to it, but it was a Skyline.
Yeah.
Everyone's, man. Anyways, so that was second, and then
Can we do these again with 4 doors?
I'd be down. I kind of want to do a Shikatsun build off, man.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh, see, 4 doors, so it'll be a big ass grill.
Some big girl bodies.
Got this 4 door just waiting to be liveried. I think I want to do a 4-door stuff.
Dude, I really want Tetsujin to be able to ship again because I've had that crown body that I've never ran since it's signed by him. But I would love to have like a legit one I could throw a fat wide body on and just VIP the shit out of it. Throw some window curtains in it. Hell no, brother. Gets turned into a missile. No bodies ever left behind. Save them
Yep.
too. You can cut them apart and save parts off of them. Like I legit threw an E30 BMW front end on my Missile S13 just to give it a front end. And Skyline like turned into a Missile. Like check this out. Randall turned this into a Del Sol.
All right, yeah, this is an EG hatch. 8.6 fender, S15 rocker panel, side skirts, whatever you want to call it. RX7 fender mirrors, some diesel truck dump pipe, GTR splitter, FD RX7 wing, S13 RX7 mid wing, Subaru JGTC wing. I mean, nah, they just get Frankenstein.
Yup. You got plenty of them.
And then too, like reusing different parts, like cutting fenders off and reusing fenders on other cars, and just
Well, that's how my
options.
180 truck ended up. Because when I bought the SIL 80 for the body build off, it came with a 180 front
Extra
end. So I just had a 180 front end laying around. So I put it on a truck.
Yep. Yeah, and like my Skyline Missile, that was a rental. Like that was one of my favorite bodies. I ran it for probably 2 years, and then I beat the shit out of it. So I made it a rental body because I wasn't worried about it getting beat up anymore. And it progressively got worse for another couple of years as a rental. And instead of throwing it away, I just went through and like legitimately took thread and drift stitched a bunch of the bumper back together and enhanced a bunch of the damage. And it actually looks even more badass, and it like made me excited about it again. And now it's like a whole new car.
S15 quarter panels, Mazda 3 fenders, Infinity Q50 wing, uses a wing. Other handmade stuff, like we just do stuff. We're MacGyvers, yo.
Oh yeah,
We're scientists.
I never throw any of the Lexan away that I cut off bodies either.
Never.
Save all of it.
Yep.
There's these like a lot of places around where I do crafts. There's a stash over here just off camera. There's a stash downstairs. There's like an actual box of all just Lexan.
Yep, I save all my scraps, man. Hell yeah. Ever since the first time I saw somebody make an aero kit with scraps, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I've been throwing all this free building material away? I'm an idiot.
Right. These bodies are expensive enough. Use all of it.
For real, man. So we haven't got to show him anything. He hasn't had a video drop for over 50 days on YouTube, but our dude Brad is back in action. If you guys know Brad, wow, maybe I should do the right video, eh?
Hey.
Whoa!
Hey.
I just watched his Sylvia build. I don't think I watched his new stuff.
Check him out in the garage. He's building his tabletop for his mini drift course. They decided on a poured epoxy top for it. So it's going to be butter smooth and super consistent. But my man got himself a house, and he is putting in work. Even got his lady ripping on building some RCs lately. So keep it up, bro. Can't wait to watch some more footage. I know, man. Oh, of course. Well, my man's got ads in his videos now, so that must mean he's made it. Good for you, bro.
Cool. I used to use Wix back in the day. Shout out Wix. You need to get
Shout out Wix.
Shout out Wix. Wix, son.
Yeah.
You want to make a free internet domain? It's cool, and if you actually pay for it, they're pretty legit too. Wix is cool.
Wix about it.
Hell yeah. That's cool, man. Way to support local. We all get a lot of stuff from him too. He's the man, no matter what part of the globe you're on.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, in other news this week, we officially kicked off something new that we're doing in 2021. Didn't really talk about it because I wasn't sure how soon it was going to happen. But you know what? I got a wild hair, and I'm sorry. It's probably a little slow to start, but it's going to get better. I promise. I just need time and a little bit of patience. So,
Yeah,
but the Bawls build vlog is officially starting. So this is going to evolve, I hope, into kind of like a half hour to 40-minute segment that we're going to have every week of us just doing some straight up building, talking about tools and parts, and just doing more in-depth things with our cars and giving you guys some good content on whatever those things might be. So for week one here, snap your fingers and these beautiful parts are. Whoa, I'm hearing double. Incredible. Can you guys hear any volume right now? Did I hit share audio?
Low.
Low. Okay, cool.
Video without showing you this awesome figuring all the floor
Whoops.
garage project.
We got some slide tie parts. And they look sweet. So in week 2, we're going to install these parts. I've just about got the week 2 video cut. Look for these to drop every Tuesday from here on out as much as I can. And I'm hoping, too, in the future, we're going to have some more content featuring my dude Randall and Andy and Matt coming up. Yeah, man.
Wait, what?
You, Matt. You, bro. Also, I'm looking to do some guest appearances on this segment as well. So be looking here in a future, I want to say within the next month, me and Mike C are going to join up and talk beginner intro guide kind of to 3D printing and some cool parts that you can 3D print, have some fun with, why you should get one. And then we are also going to do another episode for all the Rhino Max V2s getting ready to drop. I'm going to do a little setup and beginner's intro guide to the Rhino Max. So hope you guys are excited. I know I'm excited. Thank you for your support. Like, comment, subscribe. God, I sound like those dudes now. So ashamed.
It's all right.
Come on, it's YouTube.
It's YouTube.
All this gray hair, dude. What the? Oh my god.
I've only got to drive a couple of them, but all I'm going to say is like this plus like this and this and this and this, basically.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I was actually like kind of debating wanting to do it to my Whitey too. And like, those that know me, I don't ever touch anything. So, I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. If you're thinking about it, just do it.
Well, you know me right now. I can't do nothing right now.
I'm just saying, anybody, if they're thinking about it and can afford it and want to do it, it's
Definitely.
not a waste of money at all.
Mm-mm.
No, it's a hard chassis to explain. Like in all of the cars I've ever driven, the way that thing just comes on to grip and comes on to power is so different than any car I've ever driven. I mean, it's very stable and very planted, but it's like it's just floating there, and then all of a sudden you're a fucking rocket ship, and then you're back to floating and just coasting nice, like, soft line around the wall, and then you're just like, why isn't anything happening? And you're just like in the gas hard, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, I gotta slow down, like I'm already down the back straight, you know? Just man, the way that it grips up is nuts. Sales pitch. What'd you say, Randall?
Oh, I said you blink, you miss it.
Seriously. Yeah, Matt. Do you guys remember those people that used to be at like the mall that would cut out your silhouette?
No.
You remember that shit at like JC
Like an
Penney.
overhead projector.
They would just like, yeah, they just like draw you out real quick and like cut you out on like black, like nice paper and like glue you down real quick. And Randall makes buttons.
Well, no,
Or is that
no,
metal?
This is the top to my pepper grinder.
Your grindstone for your herbs.
Yeah, for cooking and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, just say oregano.
Man,
Sorry.
I walked into one of those stores the other day, and I saw a guy with a dare hat on.
What a sucker.
Hey,
Who's
man,
that?
Darren is depressed. Well, Darren right now is somewhere. Darren probably somewhere high as shit himself. You know, Darren the lion, the Darren.
Darren yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a cheap conversion by any means, but it is worth it. It's not cheap, but it is worth it.
Thanks, Monster Parts.
Hell yeah. Jimmy, it's good to have you in, man. I missed you. Hopefully get some good hashtags out of you tonight. I've been needing a couple new ones in my life. Funky, did you get the bell crank or slide rack version? Hey, man, as soon as you start making those big boy paychecks, it's all worth it. Sort of.
Like, it's...
You're going to miss it. You're going to
My
miss
big
it,
boy
but
job don't care.
yeah. I don't know. I was talking with some guys about this opportunity, obviously with lots of overtime, but in excess of $200K a year.
Send it my way. I'll do it.
Right. Like, yeah, that's the kind of gig I would give it up for.
Real RX-7.
Yeah, exactly. I could do real car things with my drift. Like, I could finally make the purple mofo a real thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With the RB. Oh, maybe like, son, you know how much money that's going to cost? And then I just like, dump the briefcase and just be like, is that going to cover it?
Like, after my calculations, I think this should be quite enough.
You know, my favorite one is from The Mask when he's just like, do you know my friends? Benjamin, and Franklin? And he just like smashes them all up in the air. Oh my God, dude.
Yep.
Benjamin, and Jackson? God, I miss good comedy movies like that, dude. It's been a minute since we had some funny ass shit like that come out.
Too long.
Not to sound like a person of age or anything, but I miss the 90s in general. Just, movies, music, cars. The 90s, yo. Bring back the 90s. Can we just go back? Doc Brown, where you at, yo? Marty McFly.
Bruh.
Marty McFly movies. That would be sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find a picture real quick. Tekin Gen 8 4-pole. Come on, installed. Installed.
Getting some Tegan stuff?
No. Here we go. See if I can bring this picture up real quick. So someone just asked. Let me see here. Making Dirt Fly was asking, any tips for keeping a sensor wire on a motor? So this would be my suggestion here. I know this may not be an option on your specific motor, but Tekin offers these little hoop rings and they screw into the can, and it actually holds everything nice and flush and tight to the motor. So even if you bop or hit it, everything's pretty stuck in there. So if you can afford it, they make some seriously quality motors, man. Their 4-pole stuff is insane if you're allowed to run it in your 4 truck. I don't know if you're actually like super competitive with it, or if you're just kind of bashing and crashing around, or doing kind of like a sportsman or club racing or something. But
like slit a piece of electrical tape, slide your sensor wire through there, and then like tape it to the motor.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I will tell you some ghetto shit I've done before, but you don't need to know how ghetto I am.
Yo, Funky, thanks for tuning in, man.
I use super glue, like it didn't get in there and interfere with anything, but I have used super glue for a sensor wire that didn't want to stay in. Just put a dab of super glue on there. But as people know, I am very impatient. So I mean, like that's like I'm not asking, I'm telling you, you will not fall out again.
Yeah, honestly, if a new motor is not an option, like Sang said, man, or not Sang, I'm sorry, Logan said, Shugu, it does fix a lot of problems. I don't know about all. You might
Just
still
make
need
sure
some
it doesn't
dust.
run into the motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Because where you place it, it will move before it dries. If you have it angled down, it'll run down.
That's gonna be sick. Okay, my bad, guys. Keep getting sidetracked here. So this week, Super G dropped the beginner's guide to RC drift. They're talking about basically the same stereotypes that we've all experienced and talked about here many times. Don't fall victim to the all-wheel drive ploy if your local hobby shop is not really in tune with what's happening lately with drift cars. MST is basically the only ready-to-run that you can scoop up. They start your build around $400, and that's if you either don't have the experience or if you really don't see yourself pursuing it any further. That'd probably be your best option as a way in to keep it cheap. But as they stated, instead of buying the kit, you're spending $200 for the electronics that you're just going to end up replacing. It's probably smarter to buy the kit, build the kit, and put your own electronics in it. Save that $200 extra spent towards your new electronics in the first place. Start with a better product. Bada boom, bada bing.
Yep.
And
because you will replace those electronics if you do it for long.
Yep. There's only a few cars, and I will say, thinking back, like I was talking about our rental car, it's still running its original servo. Now it has been ridden hard and put away wet, but not every week. It is not a daily driver or even a weekly driver type car. It's really only when it does get rented. So it does get driven hard when it's rented, but it does not get rented every week. So keep that in mind. They did go through all of the different submodels that they would recommend, and I found this interesting. First and top at the list is a what?
Bang,
Security 5? You serious? Super G? Saying D5 gang?
No FXX? I'm disappointed.
Not for a beginner.
No. And I would definitely say probably not on their track either.
True.
But no, I definitely agree with all of them, man. The D5 was good out of the box. The RMX is good out of the box. Basically, all of the YD2s are pretty awesome out of the box. I mean, subtle changes, not anything super duper duper major, in my opinion. Maybe the E. I don't know if you'd have to change a ton on the E, but I know people do.
Like, I ran my stock electronics in the RMX for an entire year. Every Friday.
I've ran the stock electronics in my FXX for 3 years now. The only thing I replaced was the servo, but that's because Ryan's house destroyed it.
Eat servos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think it's funny. I think you just got to try. Go get one, you know? But here was my point to it today when I posted it. Every time somebody comes on the posts or the forums or the pages and says, "Which car should I buy? I'm new. I haven't done any homework and I want to make everybody else do all the work for me." Just paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Let them read. If they don't want to read, then two middle fingers. And then let them come in and you can tell them that they bought the wrong shit and sucks to suck.
Like some dude was asking how to install the Yokomo servo. I mean, the Yokomo, gyro on his Sprint 2. And everyone was like, there was a mix of us. At first, I put the Michael Jackson eating popcorn. And then later, I was like, but it's 4-wheel drive. Am I missing something? No, it says I need it. And everyone's like, no, it doesn't. Read again. Read the instructions right there. Like, you literally have the instructions in the picture. Read them, because what you need to do is throw that 4-wheel drive away, keep the gyro, and go get a real chassis.
The comments are cracking me up tonight. I like this. The RC blow-off valve.
Kpop.
Oh yeah.
So here we are.
Well, what up?
Well, Kpop's a good man.
Shout out Kpop.
Way to listen. Way to listen to your elders. RC elders, we'll call them.
The god. Kpop is a god.
The other thing I liked about this too is that not only did they tell you which cars that you should potentially be looking at, but they're also talking to you about entry-level radios, talking to you kind of mild to wild prices, motors, ESCs, why boost and turbo, why you should look at the amp ratings, checking out capacitors, aftermarket, servos. And again, they're saying, a lot. I think they're realizing a lot of people are going to slip on the Savox ice because they can go to a local hobby shop if Super G's closed or they don't have a drift shop locally,
Hey, that's my servo. That's my servo. That's in every single one of my chassis. Literally, that is the servo I run in everything. That 1251.
The 1250 series, like the 51, 56, and 58. Mm-hmm. I've seen all three of those in plenty of drift cars, and they work, man. They
work great.
They take some serious abuse.
I got a 1251 like black edition Ryan Cavallari, some special edition one too. Like, I know a lot of people don't like them because they draw a lot of power, but I stand by the Savox. I love them. Them and the OMG servos are like the two. Like, I stand by them. I know I'm nobody, but if people ask me what servo you use, I'm gonna say either a Savox or an OMG, like off top.
I'm definitely pretty brand loyal when it comes to servos. Like, for me, the Savox was just, it had pretty good speed. Like, I think I was running the 58 in the D4 Black, and it had plenty of speed for what I needed, and it was $49 or $50 at Hobbytown. I had a Futaba in there before that just was not up to snuff. I got it on sale on, I don't know, one of the RC US sites. I think it was off Tower for $16, and bye real fast. And that Savox, I sold that car after a couple of years of being our rental car to Jordan with the same servo in it still. So they hold up. They do it.
So for the few times RC snobs have told me that I shouldn't have a Savox, bam, even Super G says it's a good one. Leave me alone.
So the one thing that I've seen from Savox on the crawler side of things is how much power they actually draw. So if you were just swapping that but staying on like your stock ESC, you can potentially see like problems from them because of their power draw, or especially if you're not setting endpoints with them and they're bumping into things, like it will like peak amperage, like initial, and then like when you bump it. So they were saying like those could be times where you might not want that necessarily.
Because I've never really had too much of a problem with them, but
Yep.
I just know Ryan's house broke my OMG. Like, that was my driving at Ryan's house, by the way, just to clarify that. I hit something at Ryan's house that grenaded my servo. Ryan's house was the shit. Yeah, dude was trying to hook up that to his his Sprint 2.
Awesome gyro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great gyro.
Which one now?
The purple one. That
V4.
Yeah.
I got the V4 in the run. I ain't sold yet. Just kidding.
It's on the Rhino.
Oh, so, dude, you know what, Randall? I spent about 6 hours last week, Friday night after everybody left. I stayed till almost 6 in the morning. I stayed till about 6 in the morning at the track, trying to
Crazy person.
And I came to this realization that although the Rhino does have quite a bit of like adjustment points, I think it's really built for like one area or like one space. Like I was running into issues where there'd be specific points like in the steering throw where it would bind, or like one arm would bind, and so it's like it wasn't happy there. But then when I could like get the steering completely unbound, I didn't have ideal Ackerman. And I had Ackerman ideal. One part of the steering was bound, so I had to like mess with camber. And like as soon as I tried to give it negative camber to like flatten that tire out a little bit, it got mad and everything started lining up. Then it was like, I don't know. Like, I'm finding like certain things that I'm able to move around and it's working, and other things that I'm moving around and it's like it's making it 3-wheel, or tires locking up or whatever, you know. So because of how rigid it is, man, it's definitely finicky with setting it and getting it set just right. It's definitely a lot of trial and error.
For me, like with me, I've come to the conclusion that I don't think I'll ever be able to set it up how I want to, because y'all know I like stupid hot boy shit, and that chassis just won't allow it. Like, it won't allow. It's straight up, it needs function over form. Like, if you tried to do anything hot boy, it's like, nah, we don't do that here. So, as much as I don't know, it's weird to say. Like, I don't hate to say it, but as much as I hate to say it, that Rhino Max, like I say, I don't. It's my carpet queen. Like, as long as Kpop stays carpet, like I'll always have a spot to run that thing. Because on carpet, you've seen me on carpet with it. It's dialed. Like, I can smash with it all night. As soon as we get it on any kind of slick surface, hard surface, unless I'm on T-Drift, I can't do anything. And even Andy drove it on T-Drift, and he was like, "How the fuck are you driving this? Wait a minute."
Yeah,
it's
that was. I mean, I didn't mean to say nothing bad, but I was like, I hate this, Randall. I'm sorry.
How many times have you actually heard me say that, though? Like, I don't want to like disrespect the chassis or nothing. A, because I went through hell and high water to get it. B, it's 1 of 30. But I mean, for what it is, the Rhino Max V1 sucks. Like, for you guys that got it sliding, that's awesome. For me, like, here's the D9, and then here's the Rhino Max. Like, the Rhino Max works. The D9 didn't. That's the only reason I have still kept it, because I can actually slide it. But I'm with Andy, dude. Like, as far as my chassis, I hate it. Like, I hate it.
So let me ask you this though, like, do you think you would consider it a good chassis if you set it up to drive well, even though it doesn't look like you want it to look? Like, if it drove like you wanted it to drive, but doesn't look like you want it to look, would you give it a better opinion?
No, that's dumb. Cause no, not that dumb. That's smart. I'm dumb because I'm like they say, if it don't look like how I want it, I don't give a shit if it drives good. Like, it could drive the best thing in the world. For my car, if it don't look like how I want it to, like, fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like I said, I've got camber on both the front and the rear, so I mean, I'm cool with that. I can drive it slammed. As long as I'm on carpet, I'm happy. I just can't bust it out on our new surface. Like I say, as long as Kpop stays carpet, I'm cool. If Kpop goes back to concrete, it's either going to become a shelf queen or $500. Get it.
$500. That's hilarious, man. Hell yeah. So this actually this brought up a question that I posted. I guess forgive the somewhat awkward nature of the photo here. Let me share the screen.
Oh, I'm excited.
So basically the question was, what factors did you consider when buying your first drift chassis? You know, examples: cost, function, brand, new or used, had available hop-ups, your friend had one, you saw a YouTube video, etc. You know, and then what, if any, factors did you consider for your most recent car chassis, you know, say versus that first one, if there's been multiple now? So for some of the people that did comment on this, thank you all for doing that. You're awesome. I'm going to ask the boys here too. Joe said he got his MST since a bunch of other people had them and seemed knowledgeable about the platform. Didn't want to get into something no one knew anything about. Plus, they were affordable and have tons of hop-ups available. Yeah, I would agree with that. Hutch said he liked hearing pros and cons from people that have already used them. Price and customization was a huge factor. I would also agree. Remy said, I researched online extensively before purchasing and determined my budget.
Y'all hear that?
Well,
he researched online before asking anybody. He did his own research.
And then made a budget. Remy, I'm so proud of you, man. You did it right. He said, I also enjoy building kits, so with these factors in mind, I decided to pick the MST RMX 2.0. With the help of experienced drivers, I have set it up to my liking and couldn't be happier. Then Zhang said he bought his first chassis during all-wheel drive days, so the choices were really whatever I could afford. Well, rear-wheel drive, it began with YouTube, and the addition to forums would inspire what he bought, where he said, I would want Eagle Racing chassis because of the Blue Star for You.
Yes.
Sakura D4, as so many RC YouTubers made videos of it when it released. Then after attending our track and finding RC Facebook groups, like he said, it got easier to find differences between chassis since he could look at them like side by side and see what he wanted.
Me and Zhang lived like the exact same life. That's exactly how it was for me. I got into it during the 4-wheel drive days, and then looking for videos, I came across the Blue Star for You video, and he was talking about rear-wheel drive. And I'm like, yo, there's rear-wheel drive. Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to get an FXX because it was front motor shaft driven. They didn't have any. They had the D4. Like I said, I've told this story a million times. Had D4. I got that. Bam. And then now here we are. Fast forward. Now all I look for is, I don't look for anything really on some dumb shit. If it's a drift chassis, I'm interested.
real quick sidebar back. Jimmy, hell no, man. Like I said, me and Mike C are gonna we're gonna make a setup guide via video and talk more about getting them sliding better and sliding right. And he's gonna give me some tips, dude, because I'm completely inexperienced with them, and this will make the second generation that he's got to look at. Plus, he's been on a slippery surface the whole time where we are coming from carpet, so we're all still learning. Slowly but surely, so.
I definitely say
And
no.
by the way, me and Randall were talking about the Rhino Max 1, not the 2.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I've driven both. The Rhino Max 2 on point. Like the Rhino Max 2 makes me jealous because it gets down.
Yeah. It has potential. I've seen the potential, man. It's for me, it's like trying to get it there. It's weird, like the original suspension had a lot of like kinks and cranks and like stiffness to it. So I put some really nice MSTs in it, and the car, I don't know if it's too soft now or just something is wrong. Like it is not happy anymore. I cannot get it to drive square and straight to save its life, even though the suspension on it now is like 1000% butter compared to what it was. It is just pissed off. So I don't know if I need to like stiffen it up or what, but
They're still running 3 racing springs and shocks and stuff.
yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, just depending on the length, because the front ones, the way that they're set up as like a McPherson strut, they're short, so I don't know what kit they would come from necessarily or where they're sourcing them from, and it's like probably the softest spring I've ever felt.
Yeah, because the V1 comes with black 3 racing hardware, dampers and stuff. The black aluminum 3 racing stuff, and that's how it came.
Yeah.
And then those little pin springs, like I call them pin springs. Like you look at them and they compress for front springs.
Yep. Yeah, they
oh cool. I'm finding it out. Like it started with the D9, these chassis that look super cool. Kind of just stop there, they look cool. Like the technology ain't as advanced yet. Like with the Rhino Max 2, it's coming along. Like I say, day one, instantly when I drove the test version of the Rhino Max 2, I looked at this thing like, oh really now? But on that, one of 30. That's what makes these ones cool to me. Like these ones are limited. Rhino Max 2 ain't gonna be that limited. Everybody and their grandma gonna have one.
Yo, thanks, Dave. That's awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome.
What up?
Welcome.
Always some good Canadians welcome in.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome.
My brothers. Everyone's welcome, of course. But especially Canadians.
Dirty Canadians.
Hey, man.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, they're dirty if they don't shower.
True.
Jordan's whole head doesn't open up when he talks. I just thought about that.
You ain't Canadian if your head don't.
Yeah, Kpop, what's up?
I'm not your buddy, guy.
Not your guy,
Not
pal.
your guy, buddy.
Not your buddy, guy. I love when they're like, I forget exactly how it went, but they're like, it's the CBI, and they're like, the CBI, and they're like, yeah, the World Canadian Bureau. You're just like, what?
Where'd the W come from?
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, it is weird. You know, it's really funny though. It's like I don't know if I'm just like a magnet for like very ignorant people when I'm on vacation. But I remember when I was younger, we went to California and this girl and her brother I was actually riding a train out there, and like right when we got off, like we ran into these people close to the train station, and they were like, "Oh, where are you from?" And we were talking about something I was wearing. They're like, "Oh, that's a cool brand, blah blah blah." And they're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Colorado." And they're like, "Colorado? Like, doesn't everyone ride horses there and stuff? Like, do you guys even have cars?" And I mean, this is in the freaking like, it's after the year 2000. I'm like, really?
I've never understood that. Like, all my life, I've heard and noticed that Colorado has like the cowboy thing. Like every time someone's like, "Oh, y'all got cowboys and shit," I'm like, "Oh no, we got ghetto shit." We're like, "No."
Right?
Yeah.
It's cowboys, but like Colorado ain't like a big ass cowboy state like everybody says it is. It's a ski state, a snowboard state, an outdoor. If you like outdoor shit, that's what Colorado is.
For sure.
No, it's nothing like that. There's like smog and pollution, and the rent's way too expensive. Like, don't move here, man. It sucks.
Yeah, just don't do it. It's so bad.
It is like, I've been to a lot of other states. Like Colorado is by far the ugliest state I've ever been to. Ever.
Just
Don't
like
move
in
here.
California, Denver is 20 minutes away from Denver. Like you can't do anything here. Like,
Shit, Denver is an hour and a half away from Denver most of the time.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Seriously. No, and then all right, my bad. So we got off track just a little bit, but as far
What
as
else is new?
as far as first chassis, like Ryan was saying, he started with the all-wheel drive TC4 and then picked up an Eagle as his first rear-wheel drive. He said he found it on YouTube. They had a lot of info on those, and then it was a D4, then a DP God of War, YD2 Plus, MRD, Kazama DP. Goddamn. There's some dollars. I've bought and sold a lot of stuff over the last few years. Some new stuff, some 300, some 2000. Most sits on a shelf. Collection of a few Overdose chassis, my MRD, and the others. So, and he said when he would upgrade, it was mostly for performance gains. Some were just to say that he owned them. The Overdose chassis were for a completely different reason. He didn't say why. And then lastly, Mr. Bo, hanging out in the comments, he said, got an MST because a friend had one, blast to drive, but as soon as he drove a Yokomo YD2, he dumped that girl and got himself a new girlfriend by the name of Yokomo YD2. And
Yeah.
he's been whooped up ever since, in layman's terms.
what's the DC
So-
God of War?
Doripaki, the Yokomo.
Is it old?
Like God of War was like a conversion chassis for it. I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can pull up a picture.
Yeah, I'm trying to find one, and all I was doing is pulling up Kratos. I'm like, I know who Kratos is, man. I'm trying to.
Right?
Yeah, all it's pulling up for me is images of the damn game that wasted like all of my middle school and high school life. I know God of War, man. Like that's my game. I want to know about this chassis, yo.
So hopefully I don't get like straight up roasted right now if I'm showing the wrong one, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is.
Give me that green.
That may have been you, I think. Did you have a GRK back in the day, Jordan, with the flex points in it?
Nope, never had a GRK.
There was somebody at the track, like the second time I came to GFT, they had the GRK with the weird flex points in it.
The only other person I ever knew that had a GRK was Mo, and Dustin, I think, had one because Mo sold it to him.
No, it wasn't Mo. wasn't Dustin.
And then the only other person was Cody, who bought Mo's old one. That's the only people I've ever known that had GRKs.
Was it gold?
Nope.
Dustin's was gold.
Who?
Dustin's.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Was
Dustin.
that-
Like I said,
His
I know
eagle is gold.
That was the Eagle, I thought.
Not GRK, my bad.
Yeah, this fool wasn't Dustin and he wasn't Mo. And like I just remember talking to him. Yeah,
Dude. That green is sexy.
Yeah, I mean-
Shit.
Was it that one guy I brought?
Like this was, I didn't even know you back then. Like I didn't really even know Jordan. This was the second time I'd ever been to GFT. Like the second time I'd ever went to GFT. And that's what I'm saying. Like it was GFT. It wasn't even scale science. Like this was old school.
I don't even know. I don't know anyone that had one.
Because I remember it. That was like one of the first chassis that I saw that was super baller, and I was just like, "Yo, this is wild, yo!" Like, damn.
Yo, Brandon, is this the right one? Dude, it's funny. Everyone's talking about what time it is. It's like 11:39 p.m. It's 11:39 a.m. 8:30 a.m.
You guys are in the past.
Yeah, right. Like shit. South Africa's tomorrow, right? It's already Friday. They're partying.
Friday. What's up? A new place to come kick it on Thursdays, huh?
Yeah. Are you saying he ain't even listening to us? We're just the byproduct of what's really happening in the chat.
Yeah, we're just the background noise while they're just chatting away.
Oh,
We're noise, Logan. We just some noise.
Bruh.
right.
I don't want to. I haven't tried them yet because they're still one of my carpet tires. And like I say, I still need a set of carpet tires in case Kpop stays Kpop. I want to try. There's a gang of tires that I have in my carpet tire box that I want to try on this new tile, but like I don't want to run them there and then have nothing to run at Kpop.
Just run the shredded ones at Copar. Shh.
Oh, that's mean. Them fools might be listening.
Yo, so question to you guys. What's something that you would say, if you can think of one, when you bought your first chassis versus buying a chassis now, whether you have recently or you haven't or you would or whatever, what would be something that you've learned or that you would be now knowing that like you've had something and maybe you liked it and you want that again, or you didn't like it, you want something different because of that? What do you have anything like that specifically?
For me,
Matt?
I
Hit
have
it.
my YD2 because Andy's YD2 was just so better. And I was literally 50 times better at driving his car than mine.
Yes, you were. Like,
And-
I honestly never thought like, oh, Matt's not a very good driver, and then like, here, drive my car, and then he just shredding doors. Like,
Yeah.
everybody told you
Whoa.
you were good, Matt. Everybody told you were good. That car you were driving was shit. We all told you that.
I know. She's on the come up. She's
I
on
was
the
gonna
come up.
say I don't want to be an MST hater, but if you got an RMX, I think that's the way to go.
That's stock motor
Get
still.
rid of that. Get rid of that thing.
Stock motor still.
You know what? I actually, do you remember that S that I sold at the track, Andy? The one that had like the carbon rail upper. Actually, Jason's old one.
Yeah.
That guy with the stock, and it was the old school MST electronics, not even the newer ready to run ones. It was from like the FXX ready to run OG one.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah. Matt's got the new one. Randall has the OG one, and I put the OG one in that YD2. Actually, it ripped pretty good, and it would take fairly decent sized pinion without getting warm.
Nice.
He looks serious as shit right now.
He's researching.
I'm literally copy and pasting.
Oh, you make a
Link
sticker?
time. Oh, he probably is.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, you make a sticker.
I need that Let It Bang sticker.
Ooh,
Teeny,
alright.
teeny, teeny.
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna get you some. If he can get them faster, let Matt do it. For me, like, I'm having issues with these tiny stickers right now. That's why for tomorrow, if y'all are in the know, I do have some scale slaps tomorrow, but for right now, all I have is 1/1 slaps because me and my plotter and these tiny stickers are not getting along unless it's on very nice vinyl like the Denko stuff. They're not. The plotter is peeling the fucking letters as it goes.
Mm.
It just prints out either a clear sheet or like half my letters are just doing like this.
Need a new blade?
SX3.
Probably, but this blade I have is pretty new. I'm gonna try to get a new blade this weekend. Oh my god, I hate my life. Forgot. You're right, Matt. Talking to y'all really got my life back on track because I forgot that my life sucks over here.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, fool. Like,
You know we love you.
mm,
Um,
Yeah. Do you, Randall, what about for you, man? Like when you go to buy a chassis, what's something now that you would approach buying a chassis with that you may not have had before? Like any kind of knowledge or something that like maybe you didn't like on chassis before, so you're like, I ain't doing that again.
I used to only want RTR. I didn't want to build them, and now I only want kits. Don't give me no RTR.
okay.
That's cool. I like that.
I don't know, because for me that's weird too. Because I've always been the person I like to do stuff, but if y'all know me, I'm very intimidated. And I don't want to mess stuff up. So at first, I didn't want the kit because like the first time I got a kit, I was like, "Oh, this is insane! I can't do this." It was a Tamiya M06, and like I paid someone to build it for me, and then I got the D4, and I went back pay that same dude to build it, and he was like, "Oh, dude, I can't build this. I've never built a drift chassis before." And so I was like, "So you mean I gotta do this shit myself?" And he's like, And then from that very first D4, I was like, "Oh, nah, just give me kits, yo, just give me kits." It was hard. Not gonna lie, like Jordan knows, like that first D4 I put together, it was like it almost stirred me away from kits altogether. But once I got it ironed out, it was like, kits, just give me kits, yo, give me kits. Let me put that together. Let me put what I want on that shit, cause nah.
Dude, I don't know. Kits are fun. It's the sitting down, like I used to love that. Like getting a model or getting just anything you had to just sit down and like piece by piece just assemble it, put it together. Like even fucking furniture, dude. I just like
Puzzles.
puzzles. I love puzzles. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku. I don't care. Like I'll do any kind of puzzle. Actual puzzles you clip together.
You always notice
You know?
word searches in the background of my stuff. Like I said, I noticed that last week. I'm old. Every time I eat a meal, I do word searches and grump at the TV. So I'm like, I'm old inside. I'm very old. I do word search puzzles, build cars, and that will never happen. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Them damn kids.
Yeah, I don't know. Lately, though, it's just been like finding the time to build a kit is hard. To just be able to sit down and like really dedicate myself to like building one. Like I don't know. I would take pride in like I would read through the entire instruction manual first just to like look at things and see if like anything looked super complicated. I'd like flag it with a post-it note just to be like, when I got to that page, I'd be like, oh shit, pay attention to this page. You know, you got 27 parts to put on it at this one steps. Or I would say like I would finger the book and say, at this point here, like you got 4 or 5 steps till you're going to need this next part. Paint this shit. Yeah, I said that wrong, didn't I? God dang it. But yeah, like preemptively painting your parts so they would be dry and then ready to put on when you needed them to assemble. You know, it was like little things like that that would just help the process along, make it a little smoother and stuff, you know, and more time efficient. So like building the D5, my first one took me like 7.5 hours because I was just like looking at everything like 6 different ways and like 100-time tests. Like, did the arms fall? There's no pinching, no binding, no nothing. Oh, I think there's like 1/4 of a millimeter of slop in that. I think I could shim it out. Let me disassemble that whole thing again and try it again, you know, fix it. Oh no, now it's binding. I'd take it out. But the second one went together, I think 4 hours. So I'm waiting now for the third one from you know where.
Mm-hmm.
Still can't say. I'm sworn to secrecy. Damn
Now,
it.
I've never put like a whole car kit together. Just one of these guys, like a conversion kit, I guess. But like,
You put your. Yeah, you did.
oh yeah, I guess I put my YD2 together.
This guy.
This guy.
Now you got to give me your YD2.
Whoa.
Posing himself. Who put your YD2 together? Psych.
Yeah, it was me. Andy offered like 60 times. Right? There's been so much time in quarantine that just no time to build anything.
No time. I mean, there's been all the time and no time. I feel like when quarantine first started, people were so much more like, ah! We had to stay home a lot more. And now,
Man, I was outside.
now it's, yeah.
I
Now
never
I'm
stayed
like,
home at
shit.
all. I had to go to work.
I remember, I think it was the first week of quarantine, I got the 3D printer. I don't think my 3D printer went to sleep for like 22 straight days.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
Like I would just turn it off, turn it back on, and keep printing shit
Mhm.
nonstop.
Hey,
I haven't printed anything for like a week. Feels weird.
Did you flash your operating system on your printer? No.
I don't think so.
I got some looking into some stuff to do.
What you printing, Matt, is a secret? Let's see. Let me see. Let us see.
I mean,
Oh, you know what? Hold up. I'm going to put him on the spot. Andy,
What's up?
PJ spilled the beans that he was working on something for some special project for you. And then he's like, I don't know how Andy feels about me sharing his project, so I'm not going to show you. And now I want to fucking know what it is. So tell me what it is and show me right now, please.
I mean, I think you could probably guess, and Randall knows.
the stickers you want?
Well, that's part of it. And the wheels that I was looking for. The wheels are for PJ.
They're sexy. Man. Say that. They're sexy.
Yeah. They're sexy,
You wanna
and they
see the
joust.
No shit.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Nice.
sexy nights liveries, both of us. I'm doing
Dope,
the
dude.
blue FC, and he's gonna do the red and yellow one.
Did you guys find the did you find the bodies? Did you
Yeah.
buy the ones from Super G?
No, I had the Samurai FC I bought from Vertex a while ago,
Oh, nice.
and then saving that one. And PJ wanted a wider one, so he got the top line one from RC Art.
Dope, dude.
Is the other one in yet or nah?
What?
The
Which-
mine, Jordan.
Oh,
Nope. Dude, USPS this week, I mean, the delivery date said last Thursday, and then it updated and said Friday. And they still didn't say they were in Denver, but it changed to like the next delivery day. And then after Friday, it just stopped updating. And now all it says is in transit.
in
Delayed.
transit, delayed. That's how I had one from Vertex like that this week.
How that fly
And
sky
it's weird, but I had 2 separate packages come from Baldwin Park in Cali, and both of them I'm assuming are on either the same truck that's delayed or the same shipment that's delayed because they both ship like within a day of each other, and both of them are doing the same exact thing. They were both supposed to show up on Friday, and both of them still haven't shown up. So I always like my mind immediately goes to like the semi has like crashed off like a cliff and like all my RC parts are gone forever, and the post office is just gonna like I'm gonna be like, yo, where's my package? They're like, what package, dude? What package? Package? You know?
We're sitting there building your RC shit. Like, well, what package?
Right?
Were you really wearing that weeder like a blunt?
I mean, yeah.
Man, my clumsy ass would have weeded my eye out.
Well, it's the scoring thing. I'm gonna try to use it.
I'd have been a Nerdsoft label. I'd have been a Nerdsoft logo, yo. Eyeball on the stick.
But see, that's what I printed.
Never soft logo.
That's a lot of
Dave,
mud
you were
over
one of many. One of many, man.
Oh.
Hell yeah. See, I like that. Sometimes it sucks to like have to learn that way, but especially if you don't have like a teacher or something, it can be really helpful to just study. I did the same thing. I bought a Sprint 2 just to like look at it, you know? And then the very next car I bought had to be a kit because I knew what I was looking for, but it was rear wheel drive and totally different. So still weird, but.
Speaking of Sprint 2s, K Sweets, where you at, man? You said you were gonna let me drive your rear wheel drive swap case Sprint 2.
He was supposed to come up on Saturday, but he didn't show. So hopefully, maybe this week he'll show up. I don't think maybe Sang and them signed up, but I don't think anyone else has shown or signed up for Saturday. So hopefully someone's there. Won't be me this week, unfortunately.
I'm going. I signed up. I'll be there
For
all
Saturday?
along. Oh, not Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, not Friday. Friday, there's 3 of you.
Team bodies tomorrow, so we can have video too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll bring mine, but it don't fit on my chassis.
It can be in the picture though. just
All right, cool.
Chilling in the background on the
Yeah.
if who knows.
Oh, I can do that.
So many different bodies, man. I think we're all equal opportunity offenders here. If it goes on an RC car, even in some cases, probably he ain't supposed to go on an RC car, and we would be down for it. Like the Super G floats, I thought that was pretty freaking dope.
That was dope. I know. That was awesome.
Yo, it's on the Scale Science page, my friends. Scale Science Facebook page.
Terrible. I know who you are. I don't like you. You paint really cool. Like, well, no, you're tight as shit. You already know. I talk to you when you come. You're cool as shit, fool. I really like your paint jobs. I want to pick your brain, which is weird for me because I don't ever pick people's brains about paint. But
What? Man.
I need to know how he did something. I need to know how he did something.
Oh, what car has he got? Who is this guy?
Ask him. He's got a.
You don't want us to hear the answer.
D5?
Yeah.
He's keeping it a secret.
He's got a red. It's either an S13 or an S14 right now. But he's got the teal Aristo. He's Aristo brothers. That's why I first met him. He got the cool Aristo.
Yo, making dirt. I think you said you're in Zona, bro. If you are close to Phoenix, you should cruise into Tandem RC and put hands. They got a rental car, and Rob and Shane are good dudes, and so are all the guys and gals that are at their track. Check them out, man. They're really sick.
Definitely agree with that.
There's lots of different techniques with this stuff, man. I think coming to mind initially would be like the inner kits. I use shoe goo on most all the seams that I put back together. There's a couple spots that I could get away with using a screw, but shoe goo for the win on almost all that stuff.
I screw everything.
Screws. I think I'm trying to remember, how did Mac end up shortening his? Did he run screws around the perimeter?
Nah, he
just did it with the fenders.
He glued a piece
Ruben?
under it.
Mm-hmm. And then
Under it, okay.
wrap.
So then just butted it up together again. Okay. Like our homie Ruben, he left the body the stock length, and then he just cut the fender well out with some over fenders just a little bit tighter than the body had, so it fit the wheelbase of the drifter rather than like a off-road car or whatever it was designed for. Yeah, check that out, Randall.
What the fuck, dude?
That's legit, dude. Hell yeah.
That's cool. That's funny. Like, I got questions for you, and you got your inspirations from me. This is going to be a really good conversation when you come up to
Right, man.
Do you know what? I think this one is in the eyes of the beholder here.
Tape.
Liquid mask.
Tape.
I don't know.
Exactly. I use both, man. It depends on the project. If it's something small, I use tape. If it's a whole body, I would prefer liquid mask just because on tape, I get lazy, dude. And there's going to be at least one spot where I get an overspray and it's going to piss me off. And it's going to be the one little blemish on it that just drives me fucking insane. And I'll hate it. So I learned my lesson. I've done it enough times now to know that it will piss me off to the point of like not using that body. So I just liquid mask.
Been there
I hate wasting a body.
Man, you already know I've been there before.
Yeah. I think the biggest struggle with liquid mask is like figuring out a good way to cut straight lines or like clean lines inside of the body. It's already awkward, and then trying to like cut smooth lines. So I think like blade choice in there is very important, as well as like how you hold the blade to pull. Also super important with like making it a little easier on yourself. Like the chisel tip, really I really like those ones. Or that, yeah.
Thing that you showed me, because with the longer handle, sometimes you're hitting the other door.
Yep. Nicking it or whatever.
Hold this like right in your hand and get right in little spaces.
Yep. Turn it and
roll it
like
you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just take the blade out of the X-Acto knife and then like
put just use the blade.
Hold the blade, yeah. Well,
Monster says
I've thrown multiple bodies in the trash. Like I've actually thrown the whole body in the trash. Been like, well, fuck this.
Yeah. I just pay my friends to do it at that point. Like,
You got a friend in me.
I waste too much money on that. Nope. And if y'all notice, I'm not inputting much in this. I don't build bodies much. I'm trying.
It's gonna change.
Right now, I'm trying. But like,
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna change because then eventually, like, you're gonna be like, nah, well, I want to do this. But you didn't fit for nothing. But you didn't get me with this last time, and I wanted this. So.
Later, Logan. Yo, this one sent to Randall this week. I thought it was funny. Everyone that always clowns him for not being scale, take this and shove it.
They're body posts on a car. Scale. Comp spec too, because it's up for debate. We don't know if they're in the front, but it's comp spec. You know, magnets up front, posts in the back.
Oh, it's so good.
With sticker bombed window to make it official, son.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's definitely not real me. I wouldn't drive a Focus at all.
Dude, whoa, I just had mad deja vu. Would you drive a Focus if it was the only car you could have?
walk.
This is weird, fool. Like I would drive the SVT, like the SVT coupe, the
Oh, yeah.
SVT Focus coupes. Those are sick. Like the
Yeah.
old school ones with like the triangle headlights and triangle tail lights.
Yeah,
yeah.
the FX2s.
Did you see the FX2?
FX, yeah.
The Escorts?
Yeah.
They were yellow.
Those,
Ooh, don't get me hype about a Ford. Ooh, do not get me hype about no Ford. Oh my God, boy, I even forgot about those things. Those were sexy. You remember the Ford Contours too? Well, Ford Mondeo over in UK.
Yup.
Ooh, okay, don't get me hype about some blue ovals again. So let's not go down this path again.
Oh, they're icky.
Dude, Contours that had the freaking SVT motor in them though, like the valves on them sounded so nasty with an exhaust.
Oh,
for just being a little car.
Even a Ricer, like this girl I liked in 6th grade, her mom had one, and like it had a hole in the exhaust, and like just the fact that it was an SVT with a hole in the exhaust, it sounded sick. I was like, yo, your mom's cool, huh?
Dude, you know what? I actually, high school favorite sleeper, dude had a Taurus show, like the early 90s show.
Ooh.
And it was super duper sleeper, man. But holy shit, that thing would cook.
Ugly as sin, but fast.
Yeah, and there was a chick that had a Buick Aurora, which was like the supercharged 2-door Buick.
Wow. Yeah.
Called the show ugly, fool. Like there's like you guys are bringing up cars that I forget that I like because they're Fords, and he called a show ugly, and my heart sank because I remember as a kid that was another one of the blue ovals, and I was like, yo, those are sick.
Who said a show was ugly?
Andy.
Oh, Andy?
Yeah.
Show enough.
You watch Fastest Cars on YouTube on Netflix?
It depends on which one though.
You see that fool with the blue one, that body style, that blue SHO, that blue body style one that he had?
I don't remember which one it was.
I guess it would be like the first or second gen, like kind of boxy, kind of looked like the Impala, kind of boxy, kind of bubble. I'm not good with years. I want to say like 95, 96.
I can't remember all the years on those either.
Yeah, nah. Oh, damn. See, I brought back.
I liked these ones.
Yes.
Woo! Yes. Ugly as shit.
Son. Woo.
See, to me, these were the ugly ones. The like Mercure era ones.
See, I like
they were just a little. These were a little too boxy for me.
I like that and the body style.
I like that better.
Those are sexy, dude. Like,
dude, because these ones with the turbo like Ford Thunderbirds in the same era. Oh, son, they're just a little more sleek.
It looks like a 4-door Fox body, kind of like that's ridiculous.
No, it totally is. It totally is.
Man, get off these Fords that I like. Ooh, man, the Chevy house.
Dude, oh my God, look at this shit. That's a Ranger show.
Ooh, ouch.
Ranger.
Wow.
Oh, that's painful, dude.
Too much methamphetamines.
That's amphetamines.
I'm saying, man, boy, I'd rock the shit out of that.
I mean, it could be done better. I mean, it could be worse, I guess, but
look at that. That's nasty, yo. And look at that lightning. Look at that lightning. Just click it up. Just click it up.
Oh, there ain't no lightning.
It's right next. It's right there.
That's not a lightning. That's a Ranger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lightning with a Ranger GT on the
Ranger GT.
It's just a rebadged Mazda, you know.
The Contour. Oh my God, that poor thing.
Oof.
Thing is busted. I don't know though. You guys taking a joyride in the new shows?
No.
These guys?
Oh my God,
bro!
I've seen a couple though.
That's basically a full Falcon, huh?
Yeah, They the twin turbo freaking EcoBoost in them
That thing
and
is
all-wheel drive
fast.
and all-wheel drive. They
I was gonna say
fucking
the trucks
rip.
with the V6 twin turbos are fast.
Yeah, their twin turbo V6 this year is adjusted up from 288 to 365 horsepower.
Gosh.
Dude, that's like deep into the V8 territory.
I saw a meme the other day. It was talking about how GM is changing their logo to be more like electric,
Yeah,
conscious or
they
whatever.
made everything lowercase and shit.
Yeah, and then it's like Dodge. The Hellcat fits in this one too, and this one.
Dude, yeah, I saw the same one, but they were just like Ford's like, we need to become a better brand, and we need to make sure that we convert all of our vehicles to be fuel efficient and everything. And then GM's like, we're converting our brand image and we want to be part of the future and rebuilding America. And then Dodge bumps a fat line of blow off a hooker's ass.
800 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower Hellcat. It'll fucking race a jet. Let's do it. Fuck, who cares? Anyways, these shows are sick. Old Fords.
All the blue oval and bow tie guys are going to start converting to Dodge slowly because they'll be the only gas powered things left.
Right?
Ford fucking Ranger.
The Ford Power Ranger.
Go Ford Power Ranger.
Oh God. V8.
Like these, I don't got no problem looking at because in my head I just look at it as a rebadged Mazda. So I like these.
Randall, we all know the truth. Mazda is a rebadged Ford, bro.
Not mine. Not mine. Mine was all Japanese. It wasn't until the 80s and 90s, yo.
I know.
The early 90s and shit. I got mine. Mine's got
I know.
Kanji and stuff written in it. Made in Japan. No Ford there.
Okay.
Dude. Holy shizzle. Oh, of course it's tiny.
That's what she said.
Ew.
Oh, Michael Scott.
Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, that's... Wow. Yeah, that's one of the things I was printing.
Dude, my Ranger would burn out in the rain with 200 horsepower. How would you even get this thing to hook up?
You think it'll fit in my Mazda?
What's up, Randall?
I said, you think that'll fit in my Mazda?
Yeah.
Hey, I think we can make it fit in your Mazda. We could always cut the front end off a Corvette and just weld it onto your Mazda, if we need to fit a V8.
Did you see the one of them posted it? Because it's an SD RX-7 with the Corvette front end.
Oof.
Like a legit Corvette front end.
It's like opposite of what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Drift Doctor.
Yeah, and it's funny because of course the RX-7 forums, like, they're split. Half of them are like, "Oh my god, why would you do that?" And then the other half, like me, and the other half of us were like, "Yo, that's the sexiest shit ever." And then, like, for those fools that are getting mad, do y'all remember, like, Mazda made a body kit for the first gen RX-7 to make it look like a Corvette? Mazda, so it's been a thing from the beginning. All you purists need to go back and check your book. It's been a thing from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Kids to look like Porsches and.
All aboard!
Choo choo!
Well, shit. We need new stickers already.
I want to make this a banner.
I want to make Team Manji Madness.
Team Manji.
I create the images.
Okay.
We still need the trifecta FC post.
Ooh,
Need all the
right.
FCs for a sticker.
I'm not trying to nitpick. I did see something white that should not be on this.
Under the star?
hmm
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
It's-
how all of
it's-
us are just looking at it.
I'm
And
just
knew
staring
exactly
at
what
it.
you were talking about, right? When you said it, everyone's just like, right, well, that, yeah. But I ain't saying nothing. I ain't gonna be you, man.
I'm sorry,
Don't
bro.
worry. I haven't ordered anything yet. If you actually notice, maybe you can't see it yet, but if you look around the star, I don't know. Would you guys ever be interested in doing like a design episode, like on Illustrator or something, since you guys are making stickers and stuff more now?
I don't know. Sure. I mean, I can.
Yes.
I guess
fuck
I can get
him,
by.
yeah.
See around the star here how the black gets thinner?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
the layer that I had initially for it's called a stroke or an offset path in Illustrator.
Mhm.
It didn't transfer through when I actually made the sun rays after I made the circle. So that path had already gone through and I had deleted it. And so it wasn't there to cut through there. And when I stroked the star, the stroke wasn't as thick as the offset path. So that's why the line gets thinner.
Huh.
So I gotta
nifty.
fix that too. Yeah.
Is there like a free version of not a free version of Illustrator, but is there
Illustrator.
something like how there's like freaking Tinkercad free little CAD software? Is there something like that where I can go in and like make my own designs?
Probably. I think you might be able to do it in Paint and just save as like a different type of file if it has the file options, but outside of that, I'm not sure. I know I just upgraded my operating system on my Mac to the newest one. I think it's called like Big Sur or something, and it sucked, dude. My Adobe Suite subscription went from $9.99 a month up to $29.99 a month now.
Oh golly.
To keep them all. Yeah. Right. So unfortunately, I mean, that to me, like $30 a month hurts, but I do use it quite a bit to make things and lay things out and like banners and flyers and stuff for the track. So
Right.
what I would say for your stickers I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, Adobe actually has an app for your phone that you can take pictures and it will turn it into a vector.
Cool.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sick. Like my buddy Kevin at work that showed it to me, he's in our art department. He was saying they made it for like when you're out and you see something that you like to be able to like capture it in its best way to like be able to turn it into a vector like that. But it was like if you ever saw a sticker you liked, you could like vector it right on your phone and then be able to like edit it and like make it cool or different or change what you want or whatever, you know?
Because I have a few designs of stickers here. Like I don't have the file anymore because Satan took them with her. So, but I have like the actual sticker here, and I'd like to remake.
So
She made them in Illustrator.
okay, I was gonna say the one other option is like in Adobe Suite. I use Photoshop, Illustrator, Lightroom, sometimes Adobe Premiere. I'm like hopscotching through a bunch of their programs, so that's why I have to buy the suite. But if you wanted just Illustrator, it's $9.99 a month, I believe, and that could even go down further depending, I guess, on your operating system. Like if you're on an older operating system, I don't know if you get grandfathered in or like why my subscription rate changed. I'm guessing because they're like, oh, this guy's got a new computer, so let's just bend him over.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm assuming too to update it, like they weren't updating Adobe CS6 Illustrator version anymore. So it was just that's what it was forever. You know, it wasn't getting fixed or updated or bugs removed. So I'm guessing that could also play into the cost of it. So you could get a lesser version of Illustrator, probably even cheaper for a monthly fee if you just want to use that.
Because I have some thing. I don't know. I gotta go read out what it is. Because when I got that thing, it was more for Satan than it was for me. Because that's what she did with graphic design. But I think I have this pad to where I can draw on it.
Uh-huh.
Like the stuff will come up in design space for me. For on the Cricut, it's a Cricut thing, and I can draw on it, and it should be able to use it on the screen. I think. Like I said, I've never used any of that stuff. That was more of Satan's area of expertise. But now that there is no more Satan, I'm trying to learn that stuff myself. Like I said, she went to school for design and knows how to do that. I went to school for mechanic shit, so.
What the fuck? Why won't this get smaller? There it is.
And that's
this
what I
is
was
kind of what I
you the other day, Matt. Like we always say in the thing, it looks weird. Like that's what I was asking. I was like, "Are you able to do your own stuff?" Because I was asking more for like, "Can you help me?" Not like,
Oh,
do it. Like I wasn't asking you like that. I was asking like, "Can you make your own stuff?" Because I need help.
right. Like, do I know how to do things?
Yeah. I wasn't asking you like, stop doing what you're doing and make your own shit. I was asking you like, help me.
Oh, yeah. No, like I've currently just been jacking stuff off the internet.
Yeah, see, it's something like that. It looks like that, but it's white.
Okay.
So yeah, these are just a tablet, basically a drawing tablet. They have different styles. Some have screens on the tablet, some just transfer directly into your program. Essentially, it's just replacing your mouse. So like on my computer, I can actually use it in the internet if I wanted to as a keyboard or like a
Cursor.
Cursor. Thank you.
Problem.
For drawing, it's really sick though. So like in Illustrator, right, you can make brushes, and on those brushes, like you can basically create these images and draw like any image that you want to do, and these brush enhancements that you can literally make in a few seconds, or you can download these brush packs that are an artist drawing pack or chalk or whatever, and you can like customize all these different designs. Like what I would do is I would handwrite something on like the back of a receipt at work that I wanted to draw, and then take a picture and then just superimpose it on my screen, and I would just trace it back out digitally, and then I could go through digitally and like clean all my lines up and make everything straight and smooth and clean and tidy and link together. And
because that the booty one that I'm working on, like I watched like she drew that stuff up like on the little pad thing with the little brushes, did all that fancy stuff. Like I watched her do that shit all the time and was like amazed. I'm like, that's cool. Like, oh, you can do all this, you can do all that. And like now, like it's sitting around, and I'm like, I need to learn stuff.
Yeah.
I want one of those booty stickers.
White, blue, or oil slick?
Oil slick.
All right, so that's 2 oil slicks gone because Jordan wants one. I think his name's Jordan.
Cool. It'll go somewhere on the E30.
Oh,
are those?
all right, man. I'll bring some of the booty ones for the scale booty ones tomorrow, so you can see like there's no don't fit on her booty. It's just the Style Factory down the side, and the don't fit was too small. Like I'm having problems with the super tiny. Like unless it's on I'm gonna go try to print some when we get off done with this. I'm gonna go try to print some on that Denko vinyl because those blue ones that I just made, like out of all the stuff that I've been working with, like oh my god, like those were just amazing. Like it was headache after headache after headache, and then I found that Denko roll, and I printed those, and it was just like, oh, this is what amazing is like.
Oh man, I'm using Oracle.
You like it?
I don't know. It's the only one I've used.
I don't like the Cricut shit. I don't even know what brand. Like the oil slick that I found the other day and showed y'all on the YouTube. Scratch that.
Paper Studio.
I don't like that shit. Like, it's like foil thin, and it sucks. Like it just. I thought it was the same oil slick as what those first booty ones were made out of, but it's different. Like the booty ones are like really nice, thick vinyl. Like they're nice.
Mm-hmm.
This. Oh my god, this is like. It frustrates me just looking at this shit because I thought it was so cool. I thought I had found some goodness in this house. I was like, yeah, I got oil slick. Nah.
Not today, son.
This is crazy, man.
Remember that old school don't fit sticker you gave me, Randall?
Yes.
That is the first one going on my new toolbox.
Hey, can you show me that one real quick?
It's downstairs.
Which one is it? Is it like Crazy Shadow?
I think it's bleeding.
Okay. Because I need to make sure I didn't give you one what I was looking for.
I think you did say it was the last one.
So I'll try to do this real quick. I'm going to throw out the wait, we got one more topic to hit real quick.
Oh.
Which is it?
Nissan, bro. Duh. Oh.
21 responses total for our Mustang waffle build. Thank you guys who voted for voting. It looks like the 1969 RTR Mustang is going to take the victory. 10 responses, 10 votes. The 2019 had 6 and the 2015 had 5. Wah, wah. So, real quick, with that decided, we have to figure out what we are going to do with our Mustang. So, what?
Bosses Oakley on down.
Yep, that.
That. Down. Just.
So, here's my thoughts. I want to, instead of putting the vote out this week right away, I wanted to give everybody a week to submit voting options. Next week, we will put all the voting options together, put them in the vote screen, and we'll host the vote for a week, just so we don't rush it. And then I can start figuring out, where and what parts we're going to need for each one of these styles of builds, depending on which one wins. This is just one style too. I mean, obviously fire sauce, but just some old school inspiration. I think it could look tough all black.
Can't go wrong with Murdered Out.
Black and gold looks pretty freaking sick. This is obviously not a Mustang, but it's kind of got those Mustang vibes, at least in the taillight section. So do we go super wild with it?
Hot
This is a new one, but
that's a slap train video.
Hell yeah, man. Or do we go rusty and old?
I like rust.
Ooh, how about Rusty and Old Bozo?
Yeah. Oh, fool. What about like Rat Rod? Oh my god, a bozo that sat in the field for a while and turned mildly rat roddy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic.
This was Bo's submission. This thing is pretty soft.
Son.
It's
All right,
like
Randall.
a unicorn.
We ain't got that sticker.
Yeah, no, I got this one too. That's cool. This is the one I really want to remake.
Oh, okay.
This is
The
a
zombie
shadow.
one.
This is old school rarity right here. It's oil slick. Oh, there you go. No. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's that glitter oil slick too.
This This one's just black.
It's black.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Some of them are black. Some of them are. They all look black on this side.
Yo, we'll have a new vote up next week, making dirt fly. Tune back in, bro. The drippity drip
Oh,
drip.
no, I lied. It's oil slick. Oh my god, I'm gonna break it. Yeah.
Is it glitter oil slick or just oil slick?
I think it might be glitter.
Yeah, I want some more of this.
Saw some at Michael's yesterday.
So it was like the cricket stuff.
Oh no, that's normal oil slick. Cool. Whatever. Yeah.
All right, it's like that neochrome blue type stuff. I see.
Yeah. All right. I had to do some cleaning. The sticker old.
I told you it was an old school one, man.
Ah, it's cool. Like I said. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's the thing. So I tried to make.
Quick. Oh, my bad.
No, you're right. I tried to make some tiny versions of this guy.
It doesn't work.
Didn't work because the S line in the S disappears.
That's the problem I was having with the Hot Boy shit stickers. I've changed the font. Like in this new font, it has like different. I'm gonna keep messing with these Hot Boy shit stickers because I really want to point them, but I gotta get the right S. That's the thing with these fonts. I gotta get the right font for the S because it fucks up S and T's.
When I would have one that was really complicated, make it an inverted sticker. Peel, like cut a square or whatever the shape is around Hot Boy shit and pick Hot Boy shit out of it and use what you have there.
Okay.
It's one way to get around like super detailed stickers when you have like really thin lettering, especially.
Yes, I know.
The big chunk of the sticker will hold on. The little lettering won't.
Because when I would weed out that, like I would have the negative, and the negative came out perfect. It was like the actual sticker itself that was all jank. Like, and the negatives looked super sick too, but I, fogged them up because I'm impatient and I've been having a grumpy week.
I feel it.
So I'll give you guys some resources real quick for working with your crickets, all right? This website is called Brands of the World. You can jump on here and you can search for vectors or stock images. Some of them will require payment. Most of the vectors are free. Only some of the stock images I've ever seen are like you have to pay or you have to have like a subscription or you have to have an account or whatever. But you just hit agree. You can download it, and then you can take that right into your like vector program as an EPS. And EPS is encapsulated PostScript, and most plotters run on that. Sorry.
You're good. Do they have things like generic lightning bolts? Just like, do they have like not necessarily like brand stuff, like just like generic stuff, like shape? That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. See, like everything got to be like extra and fancy. I mean, I like skulls, but I just want lightning bolts.
All right, so can I show you something real quick?
Definitely.
Images. Oops.
So I think the biggest thing that I learned in doing like logo work and like layout work is the search terminology that you use. So unless you're searching for like vector, so we could try that lightning vector in Google. A lot of them you're gonna have to like pay. You see like $12 for one image or whatever.
Hey. All right, on the my bad.
You're good. So are you talking like something like this?
No, come down to the second row.
Yeah.
Go all the way. Second one from the end on the right. All right. Yeah. Just something
Okay.
simple like that. Just like that.
All right,
Basically,
so-
our lightning bolt.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you why you want this.
Isn't
Let
that
me.
our lightning bolt right here? 2 over from it to our left.
The black one?
Yeah, isn't that our lightning bolt?
It's similar. It's not exactly the same, actually, though.
Yeah.
The one that we have the picture of, that's actually closer to what we have.
Oh.
Let me see if I can get this to open up. Come on.
Man, I got so many razor blades around here. I can't find one.
Illustrator is not wanting to come over to my other screen.
Gotta talk nice to it.
I know, right? Sorry, 1 second, guys. I'm trying to pull my Illustrator up so I can show you this.
All them orange lightning bolts are pretty thick too.
Oh, here we go. Got it. All right, so we're gonna create a new document. Size of a letter. Let's go. All right. So let me see here.
Have you ever used Corelware, like Corel Draw, Corel something else? Because I know that's what we
Yeah.
used to use on the laser engraver. I really liked that.
Corel Draw was really the only reason I think people diverged from it was because of the like educational training, and the cost of the Adobe suite came down significantly. When you used to buy Adobe, like Photoshop and Illustrator together was like $2,000 or some god awful number, you know? So when you could get Corel Draw for like $400, it was way cooler to use that. But then when Adobe didn't cost that much, you know, I was like, just use Adobe because they have way more features. But they have a lot of features, I should say. The one thing I like about Corel Draw is that you can export in a lot of cases right to a plotter while editing and having quite a bit of power still. But I do like Illustrator in the fact that I can take that same file that I'm sending to turn into a plotted like cut path, and also save it down as, you know, a PDF to share with people in an email. I can save it as a file to like send to the printing company. I can make it into like a Facebook sized photo for a web page. I can make it a screenshot for tonight's show, like when I upload the thumbnail for YouTube. It gives you a lot of versatility that way as well. But I mean,
see, like, that's another one of my problems. Like, I've only used Corel in school, and so like I'm trying to do all the stuff that I could on Corel with the laser engraver on Cricut, and it's like, nah, well, you can't do that. This is free software. That was some like, you know, expensive software. But you can't do that.
all right. So on the computer, it's literally this simple. You can grab the photo, like you just click down and start moving your mouse. You can grab the photo. On a Mac, you come down, highlight over Illustrator. It's going to bring it up. Oh, it's coming over to my other screen again, damn it. Oh, here it goes. All right, let's see if this works. Heyo. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple things. This is not ready to go yet in here. See how jagged and shitty it's looking? I don't know if you can see that on there, but super blurry, super pixelated. Yeah, so right now it's like an image. It's not a file. So there's, as Grandma would say, a few ways to skin a cat. First one in Illustrator you can do is right here at the top. I don't know if you can't really see my screen. So let's make this bigger. It's called Image Trace.
See, like when Zandra was like doing this, I was always telling her like, this looks exactly like Corel, but it's different. Like, things are called different stuff.
Yep. That's why I was asking you those questions. I was like, is anything called punch or anything? You know what I mean? Because they have different terminology, but it's all the same like concept, you know?
And that's another, when you were asking me those things, that's something that brought it to my mind. I'm looking for stuff that I know from Corel. This is Cricut. I'm not gonna find any of that shit here.
Yeah. All right, so here's something you guys can see. When you do your live trace, like it's pretty good, you know? It looks all right. But come up here like in the corner, and you see this like janky little edge right here, and same over on the other side. This one's not necessarily the worst example of it, but if you try doing fonts a lot of the time, it'll just look like messed up teeth or something, you know, where you just have these like weird little jagged edges and things.
Or images of
So-
Percy and RX-7s.
So the second thing that you can do in here is you can come over and grab your pen tool, right? Your pen tool is how you create in here. And on your pen tool, you can change like the thickness of things. You can make a solid object. You can make the outline of an object. So on this, like I'll just come to the center and I'll literally just point to point, and it gives you this little blue line in here. You can kind of just center up, come across, center up, come down, center up, come back up. And like here, I just lost my spot. I can't see anymore. So I'm just going to click and turn the fill off. That way now I can see it again. And see that little pink guideline that just showed up? So it's telling me where to match up, making my life a little easier. And if I come back over, they call this an anchor. If I click back on this, now it's going to completely enclose this as a solid shape. So now I can come back over to that fill and I can fill that in. And just so you can see it easier, like let's make it like red.
Yep.
So if you want the solid shape, bam, you just did that in 10 seconds, right? Or now say I don't want it in a solid shape. I want it in a stroke like this one. Okay. Is that too thin? Yes. So you can come over here to your stroke width and you can step it up. You can fat as you want, skinny as you want. Like say you like that, but you're like, you know what? I want it with those rounded edges like it has. That looks a lot nicer. Bam. Round those edges off. Now you got the same exact shape completely, you know. Now I drop this into a logo, but Randall, you look at it and you're like, you know what? I want that to sweep back a little bit more. Well, dude, I just spent like 6 hours setting this up in Photoshop. I can't step backwards in there because I didn't set my layers up that way. In Illustrator, you're right in here. Oh, you want to edit this and you want to move that lightning bolt right over and make your life super easy? Okay, there you go, man. Anything else you want to change?
That's the same problem with Cricut. Once I weld something together, I can't go back and modify the shape. I can make it bigger or smaller, but I can't, curve something or do that.
Right, you can bend shit.
See, and then like for laying out stuff, this is where I really like it. So just hotkey commands on my keyboard. I'm going to Command C, which is copy, and then Command F will paste it identically in place. So if I Command Z, step back, I'll Command V. You see how it pastes it out of place if you just paste? But if you hit F, it's right in place. And now I can mirror this. Simply grab this, hold Shift. You can come back and across. Flip them.
Blob.
Oh, flapjack.
Bruh.
Dude.
You can like make it bigger. You can also right click and you have all of these customizations. So I'll say, let's transform it.
Somehow
reflect
I think me and Matt are having the same thoughts right now, because you're fucking us both up right now. Like,
Whoa.
You're playing games. It's out.
See, and it's like you're just making custom, pinstripe designs or things of that nature. Like you can draw one side of it, mirror it, and you have cool custom shapes and shit.
Put a head on that girl and
Now,
call her
Betty. It does kind of look like a girl. That's funny as shit.
I'm saying.
So now I can grab these two, right? And I can group them together. So if I want to make it easy to like move, I can just click one and now I have the whole, oh,
Haha.
whoops, that's fail.
Yo,
I
make
can
6
group
of those.
these. Now I can, what the fudge, man?
Apparently not, bro.
Technology.
Command
We're watching.
G. Oh gosh, because I was in, I'm sorry, boys. I was in a, so there's a mode where you can like step in. So like say if I hit Command A or like grab an all right now, it grabs the image that I wanted. And I didn't want to do that. I just want to work on these. You can double click and you can highlight away from that. So it locks that layer automatically without having to like click anything.
Oh, word.
You can just double click and now only these are editable, but I can't grab this. Nothing happens.
What?
So
For some reason,
group it.
that lightning bolt
you can
and
just-
that girl you just made together look like it could be the beginning of some like cool shit.
Hell yeah, man.
And put like mirror the black lightning bolt on the other side of that. Like I don't know what logo we just made, but like put that red one in the center and then have that black one mirrored on the other side. That's right there.
Here, so check that out. Like when I'm working in here, like I'll just grab stuff and like move it off the artboard is what this white page is called here. And then, so I have this is like a shape, right? I can center this on, whoops, why isn't that working? Center this. Why aren't you moving?
Because we're watching.
Yep.
Oh.
There it goes. Okay.
See?
Whoops.
That's cool. Like and it's just lightning bolts. It's just lightning bolts Picassoed around on some Andy Warhol shit, and it looks cool.
Let's finish her off proper. See, so okay, you make a star, right? You know what? I don't want those kinds of stars. I want like some super sharp, like military stars. Bam. Hold
And
command
your
option.
Star tool is better than the Cricut star tool. You get that generic ass star.
But you want to watch some cool shit with the star tool on Adobe? Watch this. So I'm holding my star here, right? You just literally you click up and you can start adding points to your stars.
My bad.
You want to make some like crazy sun starbursts?
I wish I had a baseball bat to throw.
Fool, man, I threw my little thing down that I was holding. This fool, like I said, I was like, he's about to make me mad. And then he's like, bam. And I'm like, yep, fuck this.
Boom. Dead.
4-point star, make some cool wheels. Some triangles.
Yeah, it's a Dorito. I know that shape.
Know that shape?
It's a 3-pointed star.
And then, so say you want to make something the same without having to like change it manually, you can hit just I on your keyboard, which is the eyedropper, and I can make it whatever it looks at. Oh, it's white. It doesn't like that. So I'm going to make it red. That's what I want. And then I'll center it. Whoops. Wrong center. Hey, that's kind of funny, though. Look at that. Bottom looks cool, but the top will look cool. Wonder Woman.
Dude, this is
Mind-boggling, right? So, anyways, I'm telling you, for the $9.99 a month, this program is super powerful. You can literally get as creative and crazy as you want to get with it and have fun. So, if you guys would be interested, in doing more of them, like, I don't know, it'd be kind of fun. I've done Illustrator work now for almost a decade, so I'd love to show you guys anything I know or how to put shapes together. Like, I think the biggest thing that limits people is their creativity, because Illustrator has endless amounts of tools to like make things cool. Like, one of my favorite parts, real quick, I'll do one more while we're just gonna wrap up. Throw a font down, okay? Just
I'm about to leave.
Damn,
Why? I'm about to leave.
Right.
I just
like,
want this.
mad
I
already.
just want an old school font. Just do one for Randall, just so he leaves.
Damn.
Star Factory don't fit. Factor.
Randall, do you abbreviate?
Apostrophe.
Technically, yeah, but like it's
Apostrophe?
for sticker purposes. It's easier just not to when I make these vinyls. But like technically,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So there's a couple things we can do here. Like, I can leave this as a font right now. It's not the greatest. Like, this little technique here is called kerning, or bringing the letters like within an equal distance of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a manual setting on here though, to where I can like tighten this way up. I can stretch it way out. Yep.
I can't do anything else that you're about to do, probably. I can center them, I can curve them, and then that's about it.
So we got a couple different options of things that we can do here right now, okay? So one, with the curve, there's a couple different styles. This one will do. I'm going to outline it. I can come in here and warp it.
Mm-hmm.
Make it like fat either direction.
Mm-hmm.
I can make it like any of these shapes. I can shell it. I can make it rise.
Man, I hate you. How you know all this?
Fisheye.
We can do something similar with Cricut. It's just not as in depth. Like we have
Right,
a few shapes we can mess with in our little curve thing and shit, but we don't have all this. Damn.
And I got all these.
So,
And I got all these
Oh, my bad,
programs,
Matt.
bro.
You do?
Yeah, we got this. I'm just dumb.
So
I'm gonna start
here's
asking for more
another
help.
here's another thing you guys can do, okay? I'm going to copy this. You can grab your type and you can actually type on a path. So say, you got a shape, you're making a circle sticker and you want the shape of your font to perfectly match that sticker easily.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually click that.
Yep.
And now
We can do something similar with Cricut. Like that. We can do something similar to that, but we can't do like extra fancy cool shit like you can. Like we can't make it wave like how I made the booty cheeks wave on a girl. Like I curved one way, I curved don't one way, and then wrote fit, and then had to curve it the opposite way. Like I can't make it wave. I can't make one word wave like that.
Right.
how about this one? I'm going to make you some shit real quick.
And not to mention, I already like the font that you have, like that old school like Western font.
Oops.
That's cool. Because I'm struggling with trying to find a font that I like that doesn't have like the tiny sliver of a piece for a Y. I don't know how to explain it, but a tiny piece for Y and a tiny piece of a T. Like the stem on the T is like tiny, a stem on the Y is tiny. So then when you go to weed them, they either rip off, disappear, don't want to cooperate. I gotta find a font that looks like that because like. You notice like the Style Factory and the Don't Fit are two different fonts. Like they don't necessarily always are the same ones, but they're always two different fonts. And I'm trying to find a sick one for the Style Factory that doesn't cause me headaches trying to weed them out.
So say you like this, right? But maybe we want to make it thinner. I'm thinking. So that probably doesn't look right there, but you guys can see this. Whoops. All right, so take it away. Add it. So we could shrink this up quite significantly before it starts looking weird.
Oh, dang.
I'm about to just go down there and talk shit to Cricket.
Right? I mean, it's free software, though.
So the one thing I'm seeing we could fix this. Yeah, that's true, Matt. I mean, free is sick though, right?
Yeah.
You can do a lot of cool shit with it. That's the
They
one
give
thing
you a
though too. It's like
diamond.
you guys learned what you wanted and what you needed from Cricket too. So now when you're doing your shopping, it's like if this seems like it would enhance it, that makes it help sell you on it. Otherwise, it's like, oh, I could do that with the Cricket shit. I don't need it, you know?
Mhm.
Right.
I need that just for the freaking dog, dude.
If you still have a student email, Randall,
Yep.
they'll give you a better price.
Get a discount.
I mean, like,
It pays to be a student sometimes, right?
I still get my student discount at Napa when this fool Darren's working, even though I
Nice.
haven't been as a student at Pickens and shit. I don't know how long. I still get my student discount at Napa.
Right.
All right. I'm going to try to make this happen. I don't know if it's going to work or not.
For our sake over here, I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, you know, nothing against you or nothing. It's just
Yeah.
hope that shit don't work.
Oh, man. It's about to look cool. Like, I legit made my first Golden Jesus sticker tonight.
Well, I can't even make no me. Look like Satan got that shit on one of her flash drives. I can't even make the me face.
Oh, poop.
Ugh.
How you outline them horns, though? How you outline them eyebrow rings?
They're not in there. They're not in there. It was
Got
like
it.
a slight profile. I mean, that's when I had like short hair. And
Oh,
no, I still have my eyebrows, but like I just had short hair and like it's a
Yeah.
side profile pic, so they were kind of not visible.
right.
Damn, I had to think back to when she took that picture that she used for reference too. That was all in it.
Oh, man, Jordan, I feel that. The F needs to be a little bigger.
I know. I'm trying to figure out. I think this whole thing's a little too fat still. Need to make the letters skinnier, or else I need to like zoom out.
One of those generic. They're not generic. I don't know. They're generic, but I think they're cool. The X, it has the S, the F, the D, and the F on it. Like, you know what I'm talking about. And then it has stop tracker. You don't fit around it in a circle.
Yep.
Got one of those in my broke ass car. Oh, I printed all these stickers from my broke ass car.
Man.
Oh,
Hey, did you pull your spark plugs, by the way?
did I pull them? Nah.
Oh.
That I can do. I just didn't like. Oh, as a matter of fact, remember how I really liked that body because he had a footprint in the door and it said "temper, temper." Guess there's a fucking footprint in their door.
Oh, no, Randall.
Oh fuck.
As a matter of fact, guess who put a footprint in their door today? God,
Better clear coat that son bitch.
Oh, fool! And right when I did it too, I even got even more mad because I was like, "You dumb motherfucker, dude! Why did you kick it?
Oh, man. I'm sorry for laughing, but damn.
Like I said, I've had a day. Well, I've had one of those days. God, I've had one of those days. And it was a Thursday again. Fool, like, that's crazy. This shit started last Thursday on the same kind of, like, oh, I'm just going to go out here and go to Kpop. Today, it was like, oh, I'm just going to go out here and start my shit like I have every day this week. And it's just going to start right up and let me know that it's still okay. Ha!
Right.
Ha!
Not today, Junior.
What's up?
Not today, Junior.
What's up, man?
Yo. I took a further look at the Cherokee today. I don't think it's as bad as I thought.
see, like, I want to be optimistic. I don't think my problem is as bad as it is, based on other stuff I've seen in the Rotary forums, like things that I've been reading here in this past. I don't think my problem is as bad as it is. It's just angry ass me, and my only car is not working. So it's got me on edge. Like, this is the end of the world.
For sure.
But then too, there's other thing, like if it's the compression issue, that's major. That's major.
Yep, that's Apex Seals.
Like I say, it ain't even starting with fucking starter fluid, dude. Like,
That's why I'm thinking it might be spark.
and see, I'm kind of, like I say, since I'm so afraid of electronics, I'm wondering if that could be a problem too. Because I don't know, but I just don't know. I just don't know.
I feel it. I feel you.
I just don't know.
Then I'm gonna start getting mad again, but then I don't want to just like forget about it, because then like I can't forget about it, because then I can't forget about it.
Right.
But it's just like I got into that place of comfort. I was like, well, all right, it still starts up. Like, I can still drive it. I can drive it down to the shop. And I for sure got this appointment on Monday. I'm supposed to take it down there on Monday. So, you know, I went out there today, just like my normal pretense. I'm going to start it up. We're going to sit here and we're going to chill. No, not at fucking all.
Not today.
Not today, Junior.
All right. I'm going to have to get out of here.
I was just
My bad,
about to do
boys.
the same thing. I gotta get to bed.
I installed the sticker that I made. I'm super excited.
My bad.
I
I got all in the zone.
I'm gonna go downstairs and work on stickers when we get done wrapping this.
Let's we'll wrap the show for the night. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Friday tomorrow. Peace out. Awesome show tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Cheers.
Sorry, ran so late.
Later.
That's kind of me and Matt's fault for wanting information.
You're good. You're good. We good.